Uh,
Actually, speaking of Terror of the Autons, that's your next choice.
oh, that led into that quite nicely, didn't it?
You don't appreciate its full potential, do you?
And I don't want to. It doesn't meet our specification.
This plastic has got unique properties, Mr. McDermott. Allow me to demonstrate.
Right, what do I love about Terror of the Autons? I think, again, loads of great things. I love Delgado's master. I think he's a brilliant. He's such a sort of James Bond bad guy, sort of stroke with Moriarty. He's just got that great sort of sinister presence about him, which is interesting considering like everyone you hear in interviews says what a lovely guy he was and everything. So, but he definitely acted sinister very well, I thought. So you've got him. You've got the some of the most ridiculous deaths in any serial. I think that being killed by a plastic chair is just brilliant. And you know, the quite creepy synth music in it as well. It's just great behind the sofa type Doctor Who. I think for the early 70s, that one.
Because at the time it was very controversial, obviously, because some of the scenes where, you know, the strangulation and all the plastic coming alive was seen as too violent for children.
Yeah, I think it was because they had the doll, didn't they, that came to life, and I think there were a lot of complaints about from parents saying that their kids wouldn't go to bed at night because they were worried their teddy bears were going to attack them and things like that. And I think there were some complaints from the police, either of that one, or was it that one, or was it Spearhead in Space, where they've got the policeman driving the car and then they pull his mask off and he's an Auton.
Yeah, it's that one.
Is it that one? Yeah. So I think there was complaints there from the police saying that it was it was scaring the public against them as well. So, but yeah, I mean the ratings shot through the roof as a result, and Doctor Who's kind of capitalised a bit on that ever since, really.
Yeah, it sort of has taken the horror element, following on from here into the Tom Baker element, and made it quite a big part of the show. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, it always has been. I think even in the Hartnell days, there was some scary moments and things. I'm trying to think of one now. But yeah, there definitely were, and Troughton. But yeah, it did go towards more of an adult audience, I think, with Pertwee and Tom Baker. So I think they kept trying to push that edge a little bit. So they did get complaints, I think, at the time. But yeah, I think Terror of the Autons is one of those where it works really well. It's not kind of gratuitous or whatever. It's just a great fun serial as well, with a great bad guy, really original ideas. It's a good one, that one.
And because it's Doctor Who's finding his feet on Earth, because obviously it's one of the earliest stories in Pertwee's when we've been stranded on Earth, so it's not bringing the aliens home to where the viewers are.
Yeah. And it's I think it's a lot snappier as well than that first Pertwee season. I sometimes struggle a bit with, where they've got the is it 7 episodes or something long, and they're a lot more dry, I think, those, and I find Pertwee quite tricky when he's being very stern and sort of putting his assistant down and things like that. But he does kind of soften a little bit, and I think giving him someone like the Master to bounce off really it really worked for him, I think. I mean, I've heard people say that the reason why Anthony Ainley's Master didn't work as well was because you kind of need the Master to be like a mirror image of the Doctor, and I think Delgado works really well as a mirror against Jon Pertwee. And like later on, I think John Sim works really well against David Tennant, because he's like a mirror image of him almost. But Anthony Ainley was a lot more, well, for me, I mean, he was fun to watch, but he didn't have that same sinister edge that Delgado had. He was much more of a sort of pantomime villain, I think, the way he played.